Okay, we're back. And we're going to go into slime. I was thinking about it actually. I do not need a weapon for this. Because, you know, I'm worshipping Rue. So I can just torment, which we do have available. So we'll grab that. I can then immolate and then apocalypse. The only downside to this plan is that I have really bad MR. I have 2 pips of MR. If I have my ring on, I have 1 pip of MR if I don't. Part of what was giving me 3 pips of MR was the robe, but we kind of need to have these ice dragon scales on. With that said, I've got this hand axe, so I could just wear it, putting me back to 3 pips, and then I have our cold, MR, and our core at the same time. So that seems like a pretty cool plan to me. And we can swap to the conjuration staff if need be, you know, when it's convenient. I should just be able to tab slime creatures. Okay. We actually have a decent amount of stealth at this point. I'm gonna grab a dagger and see if I can't stab some of this stuff. What kind of dagger? I guess I'll grab this dagger of anti-magic. Will be kind of useful to have on me anyway. I guess that cuts my mana down quite a lot. Oh, he saw me. Oh, what a miscast. I guess I could just staff for him and probably beat him. We'll do that. Easy enough, right? I had hoped to get some stabs, but maybe not. I'll keep the anti-magic on me, just in case. I could see myself using it against certain monsters. Oops. Got mutated. That one's pretty bad for us. Why don't we mutate that off? Oh no, Scrolls mutation, that's really bad. Okay. We have some really nice mutations now. Let's see if we can keep them. Azure Jellies are really easy for this character, since Bolt of Magma takes them out pretty quickly. I don't want to get mutated. I should have gotten, you know what? I should have memorized butterflies, but we don't have the money to buy a box of, our Book of Beasts, so that's not really an option. I could Apocalypse, I guess. I don't really want to spend the drain. Man, they have very good MR as well, so fear isn't really an option. What to do? I'm gonna try to get this dude in between me and the Shining Eye. So let's just walk backwards a bit. Okay, well, we took out the acid blob. Whoops. Well, there's our friend. Alright, cool. Certainly could have gotten mutated there. And another one. Wow. Well, I'm gonna step right up. Our stealth is what saves us from getting mutated there. He only had one chance, and it looks like he didn't take it. Alright, let's not auto-explore, or let's not explore all of this. We want to dive to Slime 5. Alright, that's awake now. Let's pull him up. With our core, I should be able to punch my way through all this stuff, really. Wow, I got mutated, even though I was mostly surrounded, because they weren't necessarily blocking the line of fire a second ago. Let's kill this Shining Eye. Okay, he's dead. I'm gonna try to kill the blob. I can always apocalypse if need be. Okay, we're gonna go up. Nice, we got it. We can blink. Oh, I really shouldn't use that blink. I used my ability blink, but that's not good. Because it takes hit points. And hunger, which, you know, it may not seem like it, but food is a concern on this character. We are blowing through it rather quickly. Wow, this is really... We're really having trouble meleeing a few slime creatures. It's kind of surprising. But this character just isn't, it is not a beast, I'll put it that way. It's strong. It has the ability to be strong. It has access to some really nice spells, but it's a very jack-of-all-trades kind of character, which is probably what you ought to expect from the Gnoll. I mean, these characters, this race, has the ability to become really, really jacked up, really, really powerful. It just seems to require a lot of experience. Yeah, I guess I'll just walk through this. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's keep going. Now that I'm done sneezing. Pretty empty floors, or at least Slime 3 was. I'm gonna wear my staff, and then I'm gonna burn this guy. I was hoping that, him being asleep would mean that we get the kill, but he had a chance to mutate me anyway, as you can see. I guess it just didn't do as much damage as I had hoped. It did hit him. Ah, well. Alright, this is scary. Let's put on this axe when this thing's around, because that can paralyze me. In fact, why don't I put on Pro Magic as well? Oh boy. Paralyze, huh? Well, there's nothing but these guys around. There is an acid blob, but it shouldn't kill me. We don't know where it is. It may have wandered off even. Oh no. Well, Rue is protecting me from the floating eye to a degree, but we really want to kill him. Wow. Okay. That took 3 throws, and that's why I hate floating eyes. So there's no guarantee you can kill them instantly. Okay, we're going to put on our core again. We're going to put on my Staff of Conjurations, and we go to work. Very good. Why don't we get our mana back? And now we'll kill this stuff. D-Missile is really doing a lot of work to keep me from getting acided, which is nice. Alright. We are on Slime 5. The final slime level. Looks like we've got a Shining Eye. I'm gonna take a step. Wow, we have learned a lot of stuff. I'm gonna Apocalypse. Kill the Shining Eye. And bring up the rest of this stuff. Wow, okay, well I don't want to fight that. Let's blink out. Just for safety's sake, we'll rest on this staircase. Now we'll go back. And my transformation so that I cast faster and take out the Shining Eye. Still a goodly number of things down there, so go into stat form. Would be nice if we had a Staff of Energy to cut down on my energy, my spell hunger, or my hunger in general, I should say. Since it would eliminate my spell hunger. But it looks like we're going to have to deal with that for a little while longer. Okay. Well, I can't imagine that there's ton more stuff. I mean, we just cleared out a pretty enormous amount of enemies at this contested entranceway here. But then again, maybe it was just a fluke. Okay, we put on the MR++ from the hand axe. We put on the MR+ from the ring, because we do not want to get paralyzed and disintegrate spammed. Let's go up, rest up, go back down, and take them out. Oh, I should have my Conjuration Staff on. A lot of swapping on this character, but again, what do you expect on a Gnoll? They're meant to be hybrids of the highest level. Okay, we killed the slime, or the acid blob, I should say. Let's not fight TRJ just yet. I'm unsurprised that he woke up and headed over in my direction. I mean, clearly that's going to happen if you make a ton of noise. However, it looks like we may be in kind of a crappy situation. Let's see if I can find an alternate route, but I'm not feeling confident right now. Remember, we sacrificed Artificer, so digging through to get to the other levels is not exactly, not necessarily an option. We don't have rapid deconstruction available either, so we can't do it the hard way. Oh, geez. Oh, man. And there's a path right there. If we could just blow out, like, a little bit of wall, we could get over there. And, yep, that verifies that at least on Slime 3, there's no way down into Slime 4 except for this one little entrance. And then these are the other two entrances to... Yeah, these are the other two entrances to Slime 4. And we would have to get there if we wanted to go to a different entrance here. I guess I can magic map this as well, but yeah, same, yeah. Both of those lead down here. Oh man, so what to do? What to do about this? This is rough. I guess I could, as dumb as it sounds, I could try to lure a deep troll mage out of here. We really don't have the resources to be bumbling around. Like, I want to re-teleport and then go down to Slime 5 again and just do it that way, but that could put me somewhere nasty. I don't really have Blink to get out of it. I mean, I have one, but that's not enough. It's just not ideal. If we had Passage, I would feel a little more comfortable with it, like hopping around the level, but that's not really a thing. I could use this teleporter and end up in here. That would be fairly ideal. Gosh. But if there was like a lot of stuff in here, what would I do, you know? On the other hand, I have Apocalypse, so I'm gonna risk it. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna wear MR before I do this, in case there was a Great Orb of Eyes. Unfortunately, it has put me right back in here. I'm going to use one more teleport. Alright, we're done. I'm not going to waste my last teleport trying to do this. Ugh, what a pain. Alright, let's screw it. Let's go to Elf. Maybe we'll get some more resources there. Maybe we'll get LRD. Ooh, Crackle of Arcane Power. You know, for once, I am hoping that I get the Iskarendun's Mystic Tower, or whatever it's called. It's not often that I say that. But I am. I'm going to put on our core, actually. Well, no, I'll put on Pro Magic. We're going to put on Death Channel. I'm going to punch these things to death. Hopefully make some food for myself. Cool. Now let's go to a Whiz Lab. Let's see what this item is real quick. Just a trident. Alright, well let's go in. Oh, hey! It's actually the Mystic Tower. Usually I see this, I get annoyed, and I think, wow, this sucks. But right now I see this, and I'm very happy. Because there's going to be books in here, there might be manuals in here. It's a good thing. The only question is, can I win in here? And I think the answer is yes. I wish I hadn't, I wish I had Haunt, actually. Because I do have this wizardry ring. Haunt would be good against this stuff. Let's see if I can bolt of magma this thing. Wait, what is going on? Can I just sneak up on it? I guess I can hit it with anti-magic, but there's way too much stuff here. Let's just wait for these guys and punch them. Clear this out a bit. Okay. Let's see if I can't bolt a magma him to death, and it looks like the answer is yes, I can. But we're gonna run out of mana. Tomahawks. Oh boy. Let's use that. Kill him with that. Yeah, I drain life. I drew out power because of the amount of damage that a deep elf mage can do, and because I wanted some mana back. So anyway, I'm gonna need to reset these fights a few times, it looks like. Orb of Destro does quite a bit of damage. So just duking it out with him is not necessarily going to work out for me. Okay. I don't want to fight all this stuff in a row like this, but I've gotten myself out of position a bit. But this is okay. This is kind of the perfect position to be in. We'll just take a step every time we see an orb. Something I do like about this Wiz Lab is that it's all about positioning. As long as you're clever, you can beat this even if your character is not really set up well for it. You kind of need some kind of ranged option. That is the one downside. Wow, so much damage. I could probably walk up and hit these things in stat form if I wanted to try that, but I think this is the safer option. It's a few too many deep elf mages for my tastes. Oh, we may get Staff of Energy here. Okay, this one's a little bit harder. Since we have to take several steps to Okay, that's fine. You notice how I was kind of dancing back and forth. That's probably what you want to do in these situations. I could probably use one statue to defeat the other. Ooh, it got me. We'll rest up. Got him. See if we can punch this guy to death even while starving, and we succeed. Netting me some free food. Shouldn't have done that in statue form. On the other hand, it does kind of let me just duke it out with them. The AC helps a lot, even if it doesn't guarantee damage resistance or reduction. I do like how going into these little narrow holes will kind of block the shot. Not super reliably, but it does work. Okay, now check it out. Since Orbs of Destruction do not destroy doors anymore, and I'm not even sure if they stick around if they're out of line of sight. This whole Whiz Lab is way easier than usual, or than it used to be, which can't really be intended, but unless they nerf it, I don't. You know, I'm not gonna push for an increase to the power of this. Oh, nice. Well, we got Arc Magi, which I should not have been surprised that I found this year. We'll get these Needles of Confusion. We'll leave the Books of Minor Magic. Let's go to the exit. Before I go, I want to take a look at... Yeah, we have another Book of Minor Magic. I want to take a look at what I got, though. So no manuals, unfortunately, but a ton of books, and that is good enough for me. I want Shadow Creatures. That's a good spell. Wow, this is a cornucopia we just found. Looks like we're up to level 7 spells now, down to 10%. That I wasn't expecting. Freezing Cloud's a thing. Significantly less good than it used to be, since you can't make a cloud and then walk away out of line of sight. But still good. The fact that we have level 7 spells, though, that really changes things a bit. Kind of makes me want to rethink what all I'm memorizing. Well, nothing from this book. Maybe Freezing Cloud. The thing about the level 7s, though, is that it's still red miscast, which is not great, but we're so close. I can't imagine that it will be too much longer. Too much longer until I can cast 7s without too much miscast. By the way, if you want to look up spells of level 7, you can do spell and 7. Okay, so in Hydra, if I were to buy Book of Beasts. Oh, I wonder why this showed up for 7. I guess because it's 700 gold. If there's a better way to look up spells of a particular level that have spawned, I don't know it. Spellforge Servitor. Transfigurations for dragon form. Well, we definitely want dragon form. That's for sure. You know, I do want shadow creatures. And the reason is that I want to be able to make a bunch of stuff. Even if it's not particularly good, I just want to be able to make a bunch of bodies on the fly. And it's actually pretty decent in here, if I remember correctly. Having mages on your side is nice. I think it can even summon dancing weapons, maybe. We still have 4 spell levels left. Man, all this stuff is so good. I suppose I could amnesia off control on dead. But I think I'm just going to wait. We don't need dragon form, as good as it is. And you know, I'd rather wait until I have a little more in the way of skill training anyway. Check it out. You feel a strong surge of power. So we get 2 spell enhancers, one from the Staff of Conjuration, one from the Robe of the Magi. So Bolt of Magma is really going to do some hard work for us. Actually, we may want to consider getting Iron Shot instead of Bolt of Magma. It's going to be about the same. More damage, more reliability, and fail rate of 1% now, because it is level 6. More range. The only problem is that it doesn't go through things. Yeah, I'm going to amnesia off Bolt of Magma. We're going to get Iron Shot. It's that good. Oh wow. Never mind. I didn't realize I was so low on money. Wow. Well, we'll get more here in a second. Can't afford 129. Oh hey. Come to think of it, I had forgotten completely that I'm supposed to come back with LRD. Well, we have a ton of MR now if we wear this hand axe. So why don't we go pick up some gold here. We'll go up in stat form. There was a Minotaur fighter ghost. But nothing that can really kill me. So my caution was not warranted, really. But it was a good idea nonetheless to be cautious. Alright, that's enough money for my amnesia. I do wish we had been a little less frivolous with the things that I memorized, so that I would have a little more amnesia available, but, you know, none of these are spells that I hate, you know? Death Channel and Control Undead are of a limited use in some places, but they're still really nice to have. Yara's is of limited use for most of the game, but is situationally amazing. Yeah, now that we have Iron Shot, with a pretty strong spell power even, this character is gonna do fine. Probably the only thing that can defeat this character, well, other than Hubris, which can defeat any character, would be hunger, actually, or running out of mana. Oh, we lost D-Missile. I do like that we're stealthy. It's kind of cool that I can sneak up on things and proceed to iron shot them. Looks like we're getting a nice little collection of enchant weapons, 2 of them anyway. Hopefully we can get some more. I plan on enchanting a blowgun up, just for the ascent. Depending on how high my throwing gets, could be kind of useful versus panlords. Okay, I'm trying to do something here. It's not quite working out. Let's do that. I just wanted to eat the meat, the chunks of meat, and ate like half my hit points on account of it. Just trying to save myself some of this perma food. We got marked, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait here on the staircase. We'll wear MR++, since this guy can paralyze me, and then we'll take it off. Kinda cool that we can one-shot most of this stuff. Character has really hit the stride, so to speak. Now, it might behoove us to go into the Hall of Blades, but I don't think so. Couple of shops here. Gnolls should be allowed to wear Centaur and Naga bardings because they are the ultimate hybrids. I'm just kidding. Just something that occurred to me. You could make like a race that is able to do that. It's able to wear all slots. I don't know if that's gimmicky enough, or maybe too gimmicky. 2 Deep Elf Sorcerers. Put on this hand axe, I might be able to no. I was hoping to possibly kill one, but nope. That's a shame. That means we're gonna have to have this hand axe on while we're fighting those things. Unless I want to get a Bist, which wouldn't really be the end of the world, come to think of it. I want to take this stuff to the staircase. Wow. Okay, maybe I lied about shadow creatures in here. I guess that it pretty much only makes a single Deep Elf Mage, which is disappointing to say the least. Oh, well, Yara's the haste right off of him, and that's why Yara's is so exceptional in here. Shadow creatures is weird. Like, there are some branches where it's awesome. Some branches where it just does funny things, like Tomb, you get Ushtabis, which I believe, if I remember correctly, have Dispel Undead. Yeah. So it can be quite nice, actually. But that's only if you're worshipping TSO, I think. So Shadow Creatures has like a curious effect when you're worshipping a good god, because it really narrows down what happens in these branches. If you were to cast Shadow Creatures and Tomb as anybody else, you'll get something stupid like a single mummy. Why don't we just exclude that off? I want to finish out the rest of the floor. I'm going to put my axe on, and I'm going to attack. And I'm attacking because I will just apocalypse if need be. Now I'm going to do stat form, and we're going to kill this thing, and we're going to kill this thing. Thankfully nothing else showed up, except for this. I'm going to risk the banishment. I'm going to punch this thing to death. Finishing it with an iron shot. And then walking away a bit. Again, at level 22, I'm not too afraid of the Abyss. I can kill anything in there with Iron Shot. I don't want to go to the Abyss. Torment sucks. Maybe if we had level 8 spells online. Okay, so we can get decent elves sometimes. My shadow creatures versus the statue's shadow creatures. Let's go. Too confused to cast spells. Well, we'll use Potion of Curing. We'll definitely wear this MR++. We're going to use Fear to fear off all these summons. And I'll use Iron Shot to finish off that. Cool. I wonder if spell power helps with what you get from shadow creatures. I can only imagine it does. But I have not looked it up. You would think that the way that would make sense for it to work would be, you know, you've got a table of monsters and these monsters are stronger than those monsters, like an Annihilator is better, exclusively, like strictly better than a Deep Elf Mage, probably. So you need more spell power to summon it, but I really have no idea if that's in reality how it works. I just think that makes the most sense. Uh-oh. I guess I'll just reset this fight. Maybe I'll throw some tomahawks. Okay, that kills him. Okay. Now we have to go into the vault. We do have a ton of teleportation now, so that's a significant improvement over our situation a minute ago. This is a little too much. Cause fear. Shadow creatures for this hand axe of chopping, I guess. Which is not doing a good job of keeping them away from me. I just want to reset the fight. Man, we are just blowing through food. Trying to let my minions handle this. The dancing weapons are not half bad. Okay, there we go. I wanted him to be away from my friend there. Now we'll just power leap to finish him. Use that wall to force him to get close to me so I could iron shot more conveniently. What's cool is, when I Yars these guys, they do get the debuff, which makes my iron shot do more damage. This is too much. This is way too much. I was hoping to get some better summons here, but that's okay. I want to walk away. Take one more step. One more. We're going to use Cause Fear. We're going to use Cause Fear again. It's not really working for me, is it? We can take quite a lot of damage here. Why don't we... Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to use Draw Out Power, and then I did use Draw Out Power, just to get the mana so we can finish this stuff off. But if I could just get the iron shots out, you know, these things die pretty reliably. Not 100% or anything, but... Man, they've really got to fix this, this graphical thing. I mean, I say it's a graphical bug, but in reality it really is increasing your skill. It should at least not show this, because I don't have shield. Judging, you know, I read the changelog that Gamafunk put out, and it seems like my original plan of sort of cheesing my way into training skills a little bit faster is probably not intended, which is a shame, because he specifically said, for example, he barred them from getting Sac Arcana. So, I mean... Oh, nice amulet. So I suspect that that's how it's supposed to work for this stuff, too. Although it probably still shouldn't talk about it, like give you the messages, I would assume. I mean, it seems superfluous. And it is weird, like every time you log in, and it says, like, oh, your skills have gone back to 0. Just feels a little bit awkward. Okay, passage. A little late, but always useful. We will switch that off for swiftness, probably. In Zot. Rapid deconstruction's available too. Unfortunately, we're out of spell slots. LRD would be nice to have, though, I'll tell you that. He had a scroll of summoning. Kind of a shame. Would have liked to have had that for myself. Oh wow, we finally got a decent shadow creatures. We got like 4 things. It's been giving me 0 for the longest time. What? What? They all disappeared pretty quickly, didn't they? Okay. We're gonna drink a heal wounds. We're gonna teleport. Because we could get LCS'd at any moment. Let's try to have as big a mana supply as possible when we're fighting stuff like this. Definitely back out, go back in, back out, you know, do whatever it takes. A lot of magical staves. I see air, I see death. Wow, this is a little surprising. The amount of stuff that's in these inner vaults. You would think some more of it would have come out by now. But it's no problem. We can take out all this stuff. We just really need to try to lure it 1 or 2 at a time. See, this is bad. Quite a lot of this. I could be death channeling, by the way, but it seems like it would mostly just complicate things. Okay, cool. These guys are being surprisingly kind about not LCSing me. Some good luck there. Just keep Yarazing him. The last thing you want to deal with is a, you know, hasted guy who's spamming Corrosive Bolt on you. Another Book of Alchemy, a cloak, which we don't need. I'd rather have the AC since I can just go staff form for our poise. Staff of Power is an option. It certainly gives me a lot of mana, but I think I'd rather just have Spell Power. Book of Misfortune, we don't need that, even if Metabolic Inglatiation is really good. Another book we don't need. Book of Earth, that's a good one. If we ever somehow get level 9 spells online, Shatter will be nice to have. Amulet of Air is interesting. What happens if I... Okay, so it doesn't give me R-Missile on top of D-Missile. I don't think I'm going to wear this, and the reason is... it's going to make my Iron Shot less accurate, and that's not a great thing. Hey, Disjunction. If we get level 8 spells online, that's good to see. Okay, let's try out some more of these rings. We'll read Identify for the artifact since it could be Star Drain. It's not, but it's also not something we want. Book of the Sky. So we have Tornado and we have Shatter. We also have Conjure Ball Lightning. You know, everybody talks a really good game about how great Conjure Ball Lightning is. I don't I don't really see it. 3D 20 electric damage. I mean, I guess it does a lot of damage, but oh, it's 3D 11.25 plus power. I don't know what the maximum power is, but that's a decent amount of damage. But yeah, I've seen like glowing reviews of people who will talk about spells in this game, and they'll say CBL is like the best one, or like it's a really good damage spell, and I just don't see it. I mean, it's good, but I guess I could wear Amulet of Air and spam CBL. That might be kind of fun. We would need to find some amnesia. I'll carry those with me, just speculatively, but I probably won't end up using it. I am going to end up wearing this Poison Cloak, though, and I'll tell you why. If I'm not in staff form and I get Venom Vaulted, it'll be nice to have our Poise. And without it, well, as you can see, I'm not our Poise. So we'll enchant it up. We do not have a better use. We do not have a better use for our enchant armor yet, so it's fine. We do have some choices on things to buy. I think I'm going to keep saving for a while. There are Needles of Frenzy, that's kind of neat. But still only 2 enchant weapons. I'm going to try out these blowguns. They're probably +0. I think they have to be +0 since it doesn't say they're enchanted. Or no, they could be cursed, but I don't think they can have a positive enchantment. I'll try it out nonetheless. Yeah, +0. So I'm going to hold off on using those. So we've done Slime and Elf in this video, and I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to see what I can do to go back down into Slime. Now, we can't LRD, we don't have that spell, I didn't memorize it. But we do have Passage now, and a bunch of time has passed. So I'm going to put on my Arc Horror, and we're just going to see, is he still there? He is. Can I walk away? Not really. But I can pog away. Wait, this is great. This is perfect. I can walk right over to this teleporter once I'm ready to kill this boss. So we can go ahead and finish this fight right now. I'm going to haste. I'm using my only haste, but that's fine. I'm going to agility. Now I don't have cold. I don't have cold resistance, so I want to try to be very careful about how I do this here. I should have popped on my IDA before I did this. But that's fine. We have lots of spell power, which is pretty good too. We shouldn't need any of that though. We shouldn't end up next to anything doing what I'm about to do. I'm going to Torment. I'm going to Immolation. And I'm going to Apocalypse. Down he goes, right? Pretty easy. Now, as cool as it would be to stick around, you know, I'm not going to teleport. I'm going to pog again. Well, nope, I'm going to teleport. I didn't expect that to be there. Off we go. We'll make some shadow creatures here. Now, this staircase is not necessarily safe and probably is not safe. So we're not going to rely on it as a place to escape to, but I'm going to rest on it nonetheless, because it's a place I could use as an emergency escape. I don't feel comfortable about leaving the semi-super relative safety of the staircase here to try to make it all the way over here just yet. Okay, we don't want to be here. Let's blink. Let's blink again. That wasn't exactly super safe. You know, I'm being silly. Let's pop on... Oh, I don't even have my IDA on me. I was going to say let's put that on, but we just don't have it. But we do have this falchion, so I'll wear the falchion if I end up next to one of those things. No problem. Alright, I'm going to teleport, and I'm going to go up. It ended me up in this exact same little area. We'll teleport again if need be. Looks like we're going to need it. My shadow creature is getting hosed. Well, no, he came out on top. Little Pokemon battle there. Nice. Okay, well that's one way. So we're going to try to kill this before it gets next to me. And we succeed. Have a pretty safe place to go back and forth now. Could have gotten malmutated there. Probably was slightly suboptimal. Okay, let's put on the RC++. Come on, Boots of Running. Boots of Stealth, I'll take it. They are +2. Javelins of Penetration. We will happily pick those up. It's a decent thing to find. Oh boy. Oh boy. Cloak of Starlight. This is one of my favorite items. It really is just, it's just really good. We definitely won't need Amulet of Air now. It gives EV +5, but I'm getting Arlec from this, so it's just fine. But yeah, this cloak rules. 2 resistances and EV. It's great. Reduces stealth, but who cares about that? Not me. That's interesting. What is happening? I keep pressing the wrong button. Yeah, but anyway, this hand crossbow is kind of neat. It's got penetration. I've always wanted to find a triple crossbow with the penetration brand with like really, really high enchantment level, ideally above 9. Well, this has Malign Gateway, so clearly we're going to be using it. I would like to trade Shadow Creatures for it right now, honestly. Sadly, we have painted ourselves into a corner to a degree with this lack of amnesia, because we've been spamming amnesia left and right. I feel like Sif Muna is naturally one of the best gods for doing this. We would rather have Staff of Earth than Staff of Conjuration, because I have only one spell that's Conjuration, I have two spells that's Earth. Okay, so that's slime. Looks like this video has run a little over an hour, so we'll cut it here. Cleared out slime and elf in a row, not half bad. Kind of had to go back and forth between them, but that's fine. Sometimes you'll need to do that. Don't assume that you can just blow through a single branch without problem. A little frustrating that we have no Staff of Energy, though, in this loot. Just something that occurred to me just now. See if we can punch the Shining Eye, and we do. You may have seen me do some positioning tricks there to make sure that the slime creatures were in front of me. That way I cannot be mutated. The slime creature would eat it instead. Wow, this is a lot. This is a lot of stuff. What can we do about this? This is a little too much for me. You know what? I should not be in stat form for this. I should be in regular form, I should be pogging, and I should be kiting with Iron Shot. You may be wondering why I'm not just leaving, but really I just want the experience from these things. I suppose what I could do is I could alright, I was gonna say I'll just go invisible with the Falchion's power, but you know what I don't have? I don't have evocations. Running through my food supply here. We're RC++, so this is no problem. Jeez. Alright, we'll pull this stuff up, we'll go stat form, and we'll just punch it to death. I mean, this is free experience. The only thing I'm paying is food. I guess I can kind of do it just with my bare hands, no need for stat form. Okay, cool, we killed all that stuff. So yeah, we're going to end the video. We're probably going to have to start being very careful about food soon. At least we have some gold that I saved up so I can buy this bread if need be, but we are really running low. So let's think about where we're going to go next. Probably depths, maybe vaults 5, maybe crypts even if I have no Arnag. I'll decide later, not just yet. So until next time, I am signing out.